Welcome to the Zurisha Show. I'm your host, Zurisha J, and we are gonna get into it, okay? If you don't know, now you know. This is the show where we get to know and love the people that come to you over here, and we're gonna actually get to interview everybody that you know and love and all of that jazz. So today, we got super producer, king of trap, and all the above. We got Drumma Boy in the building. What is good?
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, yeah, boy.
Definitely. Oh my gosh. Thank you for coming here and just, trying to chop it up with me. So first, I really want to talk about all the stuff you have in the making. You've been doing so much. And I would like to say 2020 has been a year of enlightenment. And I see that it has produced all the ideas in the world that you're coming forth with 2021.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So you have
staying busy, man. I'm always in the grind, in the mix, staying busy and blessing as many as that I can that is well worthy and deserving.
Definitely. So you have a show, it's a podcast with Jessica Dime called Beauty and the Beats. So how does that come about?
Beauty and the Beats podcast, it really came about. Me and Jessica was working, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with her husband, Sean Williams, you know what I'm saying? My boy, we've been locked in for a long time, just making a lot of different artists pop. Same thing I kind of do with Zach Randolph. You know what I mean? And a lot of the NBA guys or NFL guys that, got belief in artists or, some investments in artists and whatnot. And man, me and Jessica was in the studio cooking up like some, I had her come through for my Welcome to My City Volume 4. I told her, man, I'm working on Welcome to My City Volume 4. I gotta have you a part of it. So in that process, we did 3-4 records. So, anytime I do more than one record with an artist, you know what I'm saying? Whichever, damn, I had to call him right back. Whichever record I'm not using, the artist will be like, man, what's up, man? What you gonna use that for? Okay, that one for Welcome to My City. What the other two going on, man? I'm working on my project too, man. You know what I'm saying? And then one thing led to another. So then we started, we started working on my album, her album. And then I was like, man, we need to do a podcast. And once she gave me the okay, I'll do a podcast, then I was like, I had posted a picture of me and her on the internet, on my Instagram. And I was like, what y'all, if me and Jessica Dime do a podcast, what should we call it? So I asked the fans, I asked the people, I asked y'all, you know what I'm saying? I posted the picture and man, we got 100, 200 comments, a lot of people calling me, hey man, and it just came about literally in 24 hours, bro. I swear to God, it was like God, or it was like God was my assistant and he just kept flying in the people who needed to be around me at that particular time, you know what I'm saying, to help me just figure out. Yeah, and it just literally became 24 hours. Within 48 hours, me and Jessica Dime Beats was shooting our first 2 episodes.
Wow. So is it a more so every week, or is it more pre-recorded?
We shooting every week, and it's pre-recorded for sure. Just so it's the first show. And I didn't want to just put it out live. I wanted to package this and present it and really, you know what I'm saying, do something different than everybody else doing. A lot of people doing the live interviews, which is dope. This live interview, you catch it right there on the spot. You know what I'm saying? But this is an experience that you have to come into the studio. And all of our guests have gotten photo shoots, wardrobe changes. We got liquor sponsors. And also doing different interviews while we have that person's attention and you know what I'm saying, just 100% participation. So we kind of knocking out 4 or 5 birds in one stone, and it's just been amazing, man. Now okay, HBO, Netflix, all these different companies peeping their
They're
head.
trying to see what's up.
Yeah, what's going on? Drumma Boy, you know, Jeezy called, put me on a sound score gig. I'm doing one of the scores of Jeezy movie. Just so many different things, film and production wise, is coming out of this. So it's definitely been a blessing.
And what do you hope to make a stamp, I guess, in the podcast world? What do you hope to bring to the podcast world with this new show?
We bringing up the ups and downs. You know what I mean? A lot of people, you ain't gonna get it better than from me. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I can interview people in a different form and fashion that a lot of people can't, or just might not want to ask that particular question, or might not have the same, like it's different when you got a musician's respect or artist respect, because there's certain things they're gonna be willing to tell me on the air than they might tell most people. You know what I mean? So I think just me being able to pull out, like, all right, now what, like, tell them what we was going through when we made that motherfucking hit, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I was to interview Walker, or if I was to interview Gucci, or if I was to interview G, or you know what I mean? And even interviewing Tammy Rivera, she's gonna be on our next episode, on episode. Just being able to talk to her from the woman's perspective of the family. You know what I mean? Because this a family, like she didn't even know I did no hands. So think about how much money I helped put on the table in your family. You didn't even know I did no hands.
Right.
Those certain things that I was able to, you know, you know what I'm saying? And can play around, mess with you and whatnot. Like, I think that's what make our interview special, as well as Jessica Dimepiece having that girl, having that female voice with such a powerful touch on women, and being able to, like, we had Jazzy Faye on one of our recent interviews. You know, it's a moment Jazzy and Dime got into it on reality TV. So they was able to turn that out, and, you know, it's certain things she gonna be able to say. And all right, now, Jazzy, now, we know where you from. And, like, you know what I'm saying? And just getting able to play around and, you know, still put people on spot, but in a welcoming sense, and educational component to show how we can have beef amongst one each other, but we can still get over certain shit. We can still look past certain shit.
Business.
Oh yeah. You know what I mean? So I've been big on that with my guys anyway.
Right.
Unifying the city with Welcome to My City, Volume 1 through 3. We working on 4. So, you know, 2 Memphis vets, man. Beauty and the Beast podcast. Go download it. Go follow the Instagram Beauty and the Beast podcast.
Definitely. And I see that you mentioned Welcome to My City a lot. This is like one of the mixtapes that actually like brought the city together. This is like one of your actual stamps to your legacy, you know. Yeah. As far as bringing people together and, you know, stopping the violence, as far as, you know, ego is concerned. You feel me? So yeah. What other elements are you adding on to your legacy within all the businesses that you have going on right now?
Man, it's been fun just adding on to my legacy just through having my clothing store. You know what I mean? That was like one thing that that was one of my first jobs. You know what I'm saying? It was just for feet. Like, you know what I'm saying? And working a 9 to 5. And thankfully I had OGs around me that was talking shit to me, like, nigga, I know this ain't the only job you gonna work. You ain't gonna sell shoes your own life, nigga. You need to own your own shit, nigga. You use this as a clutch. Use this as a stepping stone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would always have that shit in the back of my head. And the first thing, shout out to my nigga Arthur City, man, aka Pooh. This like my nigga. This one of the first niggas that were like, man, bro, we gonna call you Drumma Boy. And I was like, damn, bro, that's crazy, because that's the ornament on the Christmas tree that my grandma gave me. So this whole time from 3 to probably 13, 14, I've been hanging the ornament on the Christmas tree, the little Drumma Boy. You know what I mean? Just on some whole other, just from my grandmama, nigga. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Just a little Drumma Boy. Right, bam. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn. It just put 2 and 2 together, because they like, I was the high school cafeteria king. I'm always beating on tables and
okay. You was that guy. You was the guy that people were rapping like around.
Yeah, I made everybody freestyle. Even if it was you know what I'm saying? We had a thing called a bell ringer, or all these little freestyle. Freestyling was big, you know what I'm saying, in the 80s, the 90s, me coming up. And it was even on the radio, you know what I'm saying? They had a bell ringer, or just have somebody was like, man, come on, man, you can't freestyle, man, you just jump in. So I was always just beating on the tables, fork, knife, hands, knuckles, cafeteria king. And that's how I like really learned how to be the vibe. Because without me, niggas weren't rapping. And if niggas weren't rapping, the females bored at lunch, the dudes bored at lunch, everybody like, come on, y'all, like the crowd.
They on the wall.
Music. Yeah, you know, you just, you know, it would always be quiet if we weren't in there. Or if a day I missed school, or if a day one of my dogs missed school, it'd be like, people always say that, like, man, dog, we miss y'all, man. Woo, stop skipping school. Motherfucker always stop skipping school, you know what I mean? So when you got that energy, it's like, people crowd around when we do this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? The teachers had to be like, okay, and put us in the talent
breaking
show.
It up.
Yeah, like the teachers put us in talent shows and shit like that. So, you know what I mean? Just the name, people are like, man, we're gonna call you Drumma Boy, your patterns, your beat patterns, your beat patterns. And my brother had already started putting me on to making beats and whatnot. So, you know what I mean? It was just like a lot of just blessings. Like, God is sending this to you. You just gotta be awake to it, you know what I'm saying? But you ever want to be like, damn, you almost had like 4 or 5 coincidences, or everything that people say you need to kind of gravitate to, it just start popping up. Start paying attention to it. Even like if you played the yellow, the bug game, slug bug game, and every time you see a bug car or whatever, now you start seeing a whole bunch of the cars now, because you can't. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be just little stuff like that that kind of, you know, gravitated to me opening up my own store. Cause like I worked in a store before. I was the #1 salesman in Just for Feet. You know what I'm saying? Just off of the bonuses. We make $500 extra just off commission.
So how old were you around that time?
I'm 16. My first
That's
job.
That's crazy. So you were doing that plus selling the beat tapes.
Oh yeah, selling beat tapes.
So you were making bank since high school. So like, talk about money management. Like how, you know, like what were some things that you used to do that you don't do now as far as money management? Because now you have way more, but you was actually, you know, good in high school compared to, you know, your other peers.
I mean, high school for me was like, it was like a game changer, because I grew up in South Memphis. I grew up in the Haven. You know what I'm saying? And Claiborne Holmes, my second mama. You know what I mean? So going from shit, man, you know what I'm saying? Man, fuck that shit, man. Goddamn, just that's all. My mind was just one way. And then I get moved to Cordova, and it was just like, okay, I just related to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's the only thing I could think of, because I got in trouble in the hood and got moved to the burbs. You know what I'm saying? But that allowed me to entertain a different crowd. Oh my God, yeah, totally. Hey, like just, you know what I mean? And just, you know, seeing drugs, like, you know what I mean? So many different things I can think about. Like, bro, in the hood, I knew about crack, I knew about weed, period. You know what I'm saying? Heroin and shit. Man, I'm out here in Cordova, nigga, these folk doing acid, speed, goddamn, what the fuck? Like, yeah, like, whoa, bro, I'm cool. Meth and all this shit, bro. Like, what the fuck? But then I seen a different side of perspective on football. You know what I mean? And then I seen a different perspective on track, on MLB. That like we didn't even have baseball if I was to go to Whitehaven. You know what I'm saying? We would have had track and field. I think they had the basketball, football, shit like that, just the basic shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of them suburb schools, they was giving kids electives and shit. So they had a what you call a beautician school?
Beauty school?
No, what they had, what's the class
aesthetics?
Called? Cosmetics, not cosmetics. Damn,
no, aesthetics.
Nah, it was aesthetic. A class. Everybody was taking it who did hair. And I was like, damn, they got this class in school. So like you could walk in one side of the school and it's a whole wood shop. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Cosmetology. Yeah.
Oh, cosmetology. That's makeup.
So they had cosmetology while you in the ninth grade through 12th grade. All the girls had an option to take cosmetology. Some of the dudes was in there cutting hair and shit. You know what was up with them. You know what I'm saying? But like it was just crazy to see wood shop. Okay, to see theater. Like this a class you can take, theater. You can learn how to act in the 9th grade. You know what I mean? So it was just a whole different, you know what I'm saying? And then we ain't have no grade above us. So when I'm going to Cordova, we the Kings, 9th grade. So now we playing varsity. I play varsity basketball. So instead of being on the freshman squad, we are the varsity squad.
Wow.
So it made us so much tougher. We playing against 12th graders. You know what I'm saying? By the time we were 10th grade, we went to state. We went to state 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. You know what I'm saying? So, man, coming out of high school, D1, D2 scholarships, hooping. You know what I mean? But I'm making so much bread. You know, at this time, it's about 12th grade. I'm cool with Gangsta Boo, Endo-G, Gangsta Black, Player Fly, 3 6 Mafia. I'm on albums. I done bumped into Gotti. Had I not moved to the suburbs, I never would have been close to Raleigh. Right. I never would have been close to Bolton and Bartlett. You know what I mean? Millington, where I bumped into Justin Timberlake. So now I'm on North Memphis. I'm from South Memphis though. So it made the whole city of Memphis know me because everybody already knew me from South Memphis. But now it's like, okay, North Memphis getting familiar. You see what I'm saying? And it just, you know what I'm saying? I did a project on, it was a group out of Chapel Hill called Trill. I did a whole project on them. You know what I'm saying? Chapel Hill, like super way out, but it's super hood. It's like majority Black. You know what I'm saying? So, bam, we did a party at the Wimbledon Sportsplex. Sold it out, 500 people. And that was really when I seen like, damn, people reciting my words. I was rapping on some of the songs. I did some of the beats on some of the songs, and just seeing people moving and gangster walking and juking and dancing and getting like they enjoying themselves, bro. We just packed out a motherfucking club. So when you see some shit like that at 16, it kind of just changed your life. It's like, bro, this where we going with it. You know what I'm saying? I did another project on a group called The Faculty. And then by that point, I bumped into Tila. You know what I'm saying? I do a song for him, Tennessee, 23s, I keep it clean, man, Tennessee. I'm 18 on the radio. You know what I mean? Driving around getting money. So it's just like the music or basketball, I was like, bro, I got to be number one at whatever I do. So I went with music.
So has your head ever gotten big to where somebody told you like, yo, you wilding now, like, you know, simmer down?
I always
as far as all this.
People like, nigga, like, it's crazy the stunting and this and that just really coming out a little bit. Like, I done bought cars, I done had whips and shit like that, but I ain't never just like been on some big head shit or, you know what I'm saying, not uplifting my people or bringing another nigga through the door. When I moved to Atlanta with $1,000, I brought my brother and Swizzo with me. You know what I'm saying? These, you know what I'm saying, my production team. You know what I mean? So anytime I had an opportunity for me, that a lot of people say that's like a crutch or, you know, the good side, but then it's the bad side too, because it's like I done brought a lot of people that never really did nothing with their opportunity. You know what I mean? Right. So a lot of times with them, it's just wasted money, wasted time, you know what I'm saying? But for me, it's practice. It's like, man, at least I gave these niggas a chance. At least I tried. At least I learned what giving a chance, putting a team together is like, and running a team and understanding what you could have done better, what you know what I mean? It's like, if you look at My City Volume 1, where a lot of them artists at right now?
Right.
Okay, we kept going. Welcome to My City Volume 2. Where it's only a few. Every time you put out a project, even if you look at Dr. Dre projects like that, or Master P projects like that, where a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? It's up to them artists to keep going. Like, you can't just hold up everybody and keep everybody with current music out that's relevant. If that artist don't want to keep going, if that artist don't want to keep rapping and working his circuit, because I'm not the only producer in the game you can work with. Well-seasoned artists work with everybody. And that's how it's like, nigga, just like well-seasoned hoopers, we hoop against anybody, nigga. We don't discriminate against who we hoop against. Whoever make it to the finals, that's who we hooping against. Whoever make it to the championship, that's who we going against, man. Definitely. So I always keep that same mentality and like, you know, okay, we got volume 4, volume 5, volume 6, volume 7. Like, look at Gotti from I&E. A lot of them artists that, you know what I'm saying, he was putting out then, bam, over the test of time, how many artists you can put out, but it's practice. Anytime you look at something like you done wasted your time, you already mentally losing. You already taking the L.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Any L I done took, I'm gonna turn it to wisdom. I'm gonna turn it to guidance. You know what I mean? And that practice turns you into Tom Brady, LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Antonio Brown. As much hate that Antonio Brown get, he made it to that championship level. You know what I mean?
So,
he got.
what is okay? So as a producer, what is practice to you? How do you practice as a producer?
Making as many beats as you can. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it is about quantity over quality. Because a lot of times you can fix some shit later. With this music shit, you can always, okay, the beat sound a little shitty right there. I seen Dre do it, I seen Kanye do it, I seen Jermaine Dupri do it, Isaac Hayes do it. Isaac Hayes and the bands would be the best at it. Because if you look at how many takes that they rehearse and rehearse and rehearse and rehearse and rehearse, if it was up to me, shit, take 7 might have been the actual recording. But they might have went with take 15, take 16, take 17. But you'll go back, like I was listening to Isaac Hayes transfer some of his daddy records from Pro Tools to, from that to Pro Tools. So we going through unreleased Isaac Hayes music. And when I'm listening to the rehearsal takes compared to some of the live takes, it was just crazy. Like how come you didn't pick this one? You know what I mean? And the amount of practice that people will put in to perfect the record. Like Dr. Dre with Eminem, that's just a shell beat when Eminem recorded to it. You know what I'm saying? So he might have made 50 beats that day, but because I made enough beats to handle the amount of people that's coming for me, that's in demand, I was able to give everybody that foundation, that shell, that structure. And then once they record to it and do what they do to it, then I develop the beat even more. I perfect the beat even more. So it's always room. You know what I mean? Each one of these songs that y'all hear is like a take-home test.
Wow. So tell me about Put On, like, because I really want to get into how you bodied that beat. And you said that you went it's like a take-home test, and you just add and that instrumental have so much going on, like a symphony, so how did you even orchestrate that beat?
Man, Put On for My City was super crazy. Like, I was pissed off, and I was just like at a point where it's like, man, bro, I gotta impact the world, I gotta shake the world. And I was, going through one of them moments where, us as producers, a lot of times, a nigga might have forgot their credits, or, a nigga might have took off your producer tag. You know what I'm saying? Or during this time, like, man, if a nigga leave me out another motherfucking video, we work so hard, you know what I mean? And it's like for you to just kill all the opportunities for the producer to be seen. It's like everybody wants you to be heard, but they don't want you to be seen. They just, hey man, just stay back there and keep making beats, nigga. Hey, just stay back there and keep making beats. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I feel Kanye, and we speaking on this song, bro. I can relate to Kanye in so many different ways. You know what I mean? On just how some people just don't want you to expand. They just want you to forever be what it is to them, and that's it. Imagine Kanye never rap.
Oh no, man.
Like, imagine, like, you know what I'm saying? And him and J. Cool and woo, but it's crazy. Like, man, this man, right? He got like, I think one less or one more Grammy than Jay-Z.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the top producers I know, them niggas is vocal. Neptunes, Swiss Beats, Timberland, Dre, Manny Fresh, Jazzy Faye. You know your top producers because you hear them and you can see them. Oh, damn, that's what Manny Fresh look like. Hey, boy, I fuck with his energy. I fuck with his personality. Manny Fresh personality, Jazzy Faye personality. These motherfuckers is big ass kids. Like, all of us as producers, we big ass kids for real, bro. We always joking, we always cracking. You know what I'm saying? Man, Jazzy told me, he said, man, make sure you vocal on your tracks. So I came up with a drop. I took a little part that one of my OG niggas was saying, like, listen to the track, bitch. Like, it was just so demanding. Like, nigga, I said, bro, I'm finna put that shit on the top. Like, you know what I'm saying? And man, my nigga is doing great, man. Shout out to Jay. His son is I forget Jalen Hall, who played the little young boy under the little brother to the young man on All American, the TV show. That's listen to this track, bitch, son. I forget his name, Jalen Hall. You know what I mean? And just being able to show my guys a way out, man. We was trapping. When I first came to Atlanta, like we was trapping. We in Henry County going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now my guy on every fucking beat, listen to the track, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a way out. Even if I can just take one thing you say and put it in front of every one of my beats. Now we good. Now we ain't got to trap no more. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit I do. That's you know what I'm saying? A story that I don't think too many people know. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. And speaking about production, who would you say? I know you said Dolph is the easiest to work with as far as, you know, the person that, you know, is easy to work, but you ever had like a difficult client? And you don't have to say the name, but like what was the scenario?
I mean, see, this the thing. What people would think is difficult, people's minds be so deep. I'm trying not to get too deep, but like, hey, I'm thinking of one particular session where the artist didn't get in the studio for 3 days. We had 3-day session. And we had a lot of different people coming through, Jazzy, Verse Simmons, some of everybody, Jeremiah, everybody at this particular time was coming through dropping hooks for this particular artist because he had already had a big song out. So now he's looking for the follow-up. We in the lab. The artist ain't get in the booth one time. So for some people as a producer, you'd be like, man, I can't get this nigga in the booth, man. And you'll look at it as a frustration. For me, man, this what I credit my father for a lot. He would always, he taught me basically how to turn negative situations into positives. He would tell me, as opposed to getting mad, use that energy, go do some push-ups. Go do work. Like, he was in the Navy, you know what I'm saying? That's the military. So I'm a military kid for real on just how I'm built and structured physically and mentally. And I looked at it like, well, shit, if you ain't gonna use this studio time, nigga, I am, nigga. Bro, I did so many songs, my nigga. I got the song with Jazzy. We placed that on somebody. I had one of the motherfucking songs. We had some songwriters come through right on the studio time. I ain't paying for this shit. But I got some motherfucker. I got Jazzy on one beat. I got Jeremiah on one beat. I got a writer that I sold the song to August Alsina on one of the beats. I got, bro, I was making so much shit happen. It was almost like it was Drumma Boy session. So it made everybody want to work with me even more. You know what I'm saying? And put me even more in the line, like this nigga know what to do with the clock, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because when it's game time, nigga, and them labels and them studios, especially the executives, when they see that you can handle the rock, nigga, you know what I'm saying? You good. They're going to put that check behind you. Okay, here's 50,000. Hey, give us the best songs, mixed, mastered, done, sealed. I turn the album in, done and packaged. Bam, they come back. I do the Return of Mr. Zone 6, 85K. You know what I'm saying? And Gucci only had 2 weeks out. He had just got out on bond, about to serve a year sentence. I only had a year with him. I mean, 2 weeks with him. You know what I'm saying? So bam, hey, Birdman, we need you for the video. We only had enough time to do one video. Rich ass nigga with a mouth full of gold, the only video on that project.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I did one of the songs while Gucci rapping through the phone, off the jail phone. You know what I mean? No excuse. Nigga, we get the job done. Okay, get that shit mixed, get that shit mastered. Oh, we ain't got no beat to it. We'll redo the beat. Okay, he recorded on YouTube. We'll redo that shit. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it.
And it's like a quickness thing too. Like, you're efficient, you're quick, or is it more
come out hard or harder than it was like standing ovation, the original standing ovation, that shit might not have sold 3 million records had I not had to redo the motherfucker.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Some of my biggest moments and my biggest songs came through struggle, man. That shit come through fucking almost losing that shit or fucking that shit up. When I made Stand Ovation, I had $100 to my name. And I'm going back and forth to Stone Mountain, pinching off that 100, putting gas in my tank. Pissed off, like, damn, bro, you don't fuck with the first one? Drive all the way back home, come back. Yeah, you don't fuck with the second one? Man, all right, I listened to the whole Trap or Die mixtape. Like, this nigga got me fucked up. I had an attitude like, this nigga got me, man, fuck that. And I studied this shit. On the way home, I'm like, man, god damn, nigga, this nigga loves some horns. This nigga loves some trumpets and some horns and shit. So that's the first sound I put on Standing Ovation. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm finna give this nigga some of that Gotti shit. Cause when I first met Jeezy, he was like, bro, that shit you and Gotti on? That's that shit. We had a song I called When You See Me Shout It, Pop You Call It, Then You Holler. That's what really put me on. You know what I mean? That was like me and Gotti first street anthem. Like, nigga, I'm mobbing through everything. It didn't matter how old we were. We getting in there. Cause we was them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So from that point moving on, bam, Pastor Troy, make them get that money right. Pop that pussy, make them get that. So even in Atlanta, I'm mobbing through there. I got the #1 strip club song. Every stripper in Atlanta requests my song on their set. See what I'm saying? So it's like, now Block ENT, like, shit, nigga, I gotta fuck with this nigga. I did Stacking Paper for Jody Breeze featuring Slim Thug. Soon as I do that, bam, that put me on in Texas. Fucking Bun B. I did Sipping with My Spree Well Sipping. Gangsta Boo featuring Bun B. Bam, now Scarface hit. I do Never, Never. You know what I'm saying? And it's just one stepping stone to another stepping stone, like on real nigga time, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I came in this shit super solid. So it's just a blessing, like, to just have, you know what I'm saying? The ability to move how I move. I'm in this hood, I'm in that hood, and we pay homage, we pay respect. I'm in your hood, thankfully, nigga. And they bring me to the best restaurants, the best food spots. I'm out in Florida, I'm fucking with the Zoes. I'm fucking with the Haitians, I'm fucking with E-Class. I meet DJ Khaled, Flow Rider. Bumping the Plies. First song we do, Even Though You Not My Girl. I still
that was my song when I was young.
You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Big Bro, man. Insane Wayne. You know, strong. Yeah. So it's just about them vibes, the energy, and touching the souls of everybody who you come in contact with. A lot of these people weren't famous. They weren't on, and they was going through the struggle just like I was at the time. Me and Plies were at the same eye-to-eye level at one point. Gotti, same thing. Moneybag Yo, same thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I remember Amigos when, you know what I'm saying? Even Coach K, even P. I remember when P was, man, with Goo Wop, and I'd be like, man, you okay? Yeah, you young nigga P. You know what I'm saying? So it's, man, it's a blessing to see where the fuck we going. That's what be hurting me, to see the black on black crime and the violence that we got going on. For us to lose Nipsey, man, that nigga still supposed to be here. You know what I mean? So as many of us who can step the fuck up, who got OG status, it's OGs who 50 who don't see OG status to 50, to 55, to 60. For me to have OG status, man, I'm 37.
Wow.
I'm a kid still. All my OGs 10 years plus.
Still alive.
You know what I'm saying? So I be thankful. I got so many reasons to be humble. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to kick shit. When it's like the niggas who kick shit, they do that shit for a different reason.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? I ain't here for that.
So what would you say is the hardest obstacle you've had to overcome so far?
Shit, the hardest obstacle is getting into the game.
Why you say that?
Because getting into the game is like, people always outthink themselves. All of the people who I work with, you know what I'm saying, it's always been them outthinking themselves. Like, bro, it's so simple for you to get in the game. That might be the biggest trapper or the biggest YouTuber. I mean, or the biggest whatever. But when you so used and comfortable, I got cats who I done pay for flights, say, hey, bro, all you gotta do is jump on the plane. They missed the plane. Send them a bus ticket. Woo, woo, woo. They don't come, bro. When you gonna come to Atlanta? Fuck with me. I got this bitch on lock, bro. We in the club every night. When I was in the club every night and this and that, I be inviting niggas out. Niggas just be so comfortable.
Right.
You know what I mean? To me, that's what I see the hardest thing is people getting into the game. And then the second part of that is the the knowledge. Everybody holding their knowledge for themselves because they trying to make their shit work. Nigga, I ain't gonna tell you my secret, nigga. Okay, that shit, nigga. Go ahead, woo, woo. Atlanta, motherfucker. Oh, nigga, all you gotta do is.
Oh yeah, I could definitely.
Oh, Atlanta, oh yeah, all you gotta do is. You know what I'm saying? So bam, if I done help 10 people make $1 million, man, I done just extended my network to 10 million. You know what I'm saying? Let's say 3 of these niggas act like they don't know me no more, but these other 7 each gave me 100,000.
Okay.
Or they didn't give me 100,000, they might have gave me an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Now I got leverage. Now I have stability. If I can make another nigga rich, I make this nigga rich as soon as I touch him. First song we do, rich. Okay, bam. First song we do, bam. Okay, first song we do, bam. Okay, first song we do, bam. Now they made myself valuable. But we be so quick to make ourselves rich first and then shit on this nigga. Yeah, I put the money and stun on the nigga and wonder why we getting popped.
Right.
We losing niggas at an all-time high, my nigga. Like this shit crazy. This shit crazy. I don't want to get too deep on
you. No, I feel it. But we gonna lighten the mood before we get into what you got coming up for the fans. All right. So myself, I like to play a game called Plead the Fifth. All right. So Plead the Fifth. If you don't want to talk about it, it's 5 questions, 5 random questions. So your fans can get to know you a little more, in depth. All right. So plead the fifth. You can always plead the fifth. So don't feel inclined to answer questions, although I want you to answer everything. So, we're going to get into it. So first question is, what was your last whooping from your parents?
My last whooping from my parents, man, that's a good one. Last time I got my ass whooped, it's crazy. I had just started driving. I was 15. And actually my last ass whooping, I was 14 because I wasn't driving. I was catching the bus to school. And I told you I moved to Cordova. So at the time it was predominantly white. And you know what I'm saying? Majority of the people just cool. Everybody cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I got hella motherfucking white friends, you know what I'm saying? But this particular group that was, you know what I mean, always racist and this and that and woo, 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 and just always da 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 da. So I end up finding out that damn, this kid stay right on the corner of my neighborhood. So I'm at the bus stop waiting on the bus. And it was crazy because it's like hella rocks and shit on the ground and shit like that. So we just bored, you know what I'm saying? Me and a couple of my homeboys, we like, well, I bet you can't hit that window right there. You know what I'm saying? And we country, I'm from the country. So like we skip rocks and all that type of shit on the lake. Like most times I done skipped a rock on the lake about 30 times, 40 times, going fishing, just Tennessee country boy shit. You know what I'm saying? Bam. So man, we throwing rocks at the window, end up breaking out like all these kid windows. Get on the bus, go to school, nothing happened. I think about 12 o'clock. I say about it was like lunchtime. I hear my name on the intercom system at Cordova High School. Christopher, to the office, please. Da, da, da. I hear my boy name too. I come in that motherfucker, ain't nothing but police in there. And out here in Cordova, this ain't Memphis police. This Shelby County. So the Shelby County sheriffs and all that shit. But they were cool though. You know what I'm saying? It was like they sat me down in the office with the principal and they had pictures of me throwing rocks. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck, like weak ass shit like this? The weak ass neighbor across the street from the kids was in the group that I'm talking about.
Okay.
So the neighbor then goddamn this old ass motherfucking white man, bro, he goddamn taking pictures of me while we busting the windows out. So it looked like I'm dancing, nigga. It looked like I'm juking, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? All you see is these frozen pictures. And like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, shit was funny as fuck. And the police was cool. They was like, man, shit, we ain't gonna put you in handcuffs. And they walked me to the fucking Shelby County car. Whoop, 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 took me to juvenile.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm in juvenile for fucking what you
Throwing
call
rocks.
yeah, what you call this shit? It's a word for this shit. Y'all gotta cut down. What we call that shit? When you break out somebody windows?
Vandalism.
Vandalism. So yeah, I got locked up. That's my charge. I mean, I'm in for vandalism, and they got the amount that it costs and all that type of shit. Cause we broke out there and all the windows in the house. So I think it was like 12,000. But I'm a minor. But if I was an adult, that would have been a felony.
Right.
I'm like, man, this shit crazy how these folk come up with these rules and these goddamn ways of judging us, man. So you know what I'm saying? She's like, damn. So that $12,000, my mama had to cough the money up. Long story short.
She was tight.
My mama, daddy, everybody tight. I remember going home and I fell asleep on the way home. I'm in juvenile sitting in that motherfucker. And it's crazy like what you go through because you see certain shit for a reason. And like every young nigga who was in juvenile was like, shit, man, we get to smoke over here or da-da-da-da-da. They bragging about what they get to do in this jail. I like this jail because it is. I like this jail because it is, man. I love being locked up. Woo, 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 da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just listening to these niggas like, damn, dog, this, you know what I mean? As a young nigga, this ain't somewhere I want to be. You know what I mean? But it's like it's good that you see certain shit. You know what I mean? Nigga like, man, what you aiming for? Are you told on boys or are you goddamn like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas dapping niggas up and shit like that. It's just crazy. Like my mom pissed off. I told her what the reason was for. My pop was pissed off. I told him what the reason was for. And it was like, for me to get my ass whooped off of some shit, for me standing up for myself, like nigga, y'all got me fucked up. You know what I mean? It was like, nigga, my mama pulled out an extension cord. Like she fed me. You know what I'm saying? Fed me. Everything. Swear to God, fed me everything. And I pulled out an extension cord. You know what I'm saying? And it was so numb and that nigga, I literally just stood there. You know what I'm saying? My mama beat my ass. Then she called my daddy, told him what was up. Cause you know, mama just hot. She gotta pay that 12,000. Anytime it's hitting you in the pocket, that's when mama gonna be for real mad. Outside of that, she ain't giving a fuck about nothing else outside of that 12 motherfucking $1,000 that she gotta pay. Which is cool. Okay, beat me. You know what I mean? I bam. Okay. Pop. His military ass. This nigga, goddamn it, feed a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then from 9 o'clock to 7 a.m., 50 licks on top of every hour. And that nigga had he was a frat, he was a fraternity brother. I forget, I think he was a Sigma, one of them motherfuckers. That nigga had his fraternity paddle, nigga.
Oh no.
He has 50 fucking licks, nigga, every hour on the hour. You know what I mean? And like after that, I felt like nigga, couldn't nobody fuck with me, couldn't nobody do shit to me, couldn't nobody touch me. Nigga, hey, that's where that man, nigga, put your hands on me, nigga. It's a problem. And like that's it's like that's why I try to stay away from it. Honestly, that's why I smoke weed and stay calm, collective, out the way, man. Cause you know what I'm saying? I play clarinet, nigga, but I will kill you with this motherfucker. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna kill the nigga with my clarinet case, nigga. That, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that rage and shit like that. Music would always satisfy that for me. You know what I'm saying? Like weed would satisfy shit like that for me. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm gonna stand on what's right. And sometimes people can't see what's right, and you'll take that sacrifice. I'm on some Jesus shit, nigga. I thought I was young Jesus after that ass whooping,
nigga. You were reborn.
Hey, for real. Straight up.
Question number two. How many instruments do you play?
Play clarinet, play piano, play bass, I play guitar, a couple other things, you know what I'm saying? It's like probably
That's
four.
four.
You could throw in what you call it, the harmonica.
Uh-huh.
Uh, and then I guess that's it, the drum.
So six. So six instruments. Dang, that's a lot. And you know how to read music and everything, so that's crazy.
Yep.
Question number 3. What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you in bed?
The most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me in bed.
Or the other person.
Damn, I ain't had too many of them. I'm trying to think on some real shit. I say some shit like some young ass high school shit, like you ain't really, as young boys, we trying to fuck everything. Ooh. And it's like sometimes you ain't really attracted to it. You know what I'm saying? You just really going through the motions and shit like that. So, being faking, because you faking your emotions, you acting like you like something that you don't. And then your emotion, you know what I'm saying? Your vibe ain't gonna be right. You know what I'm saying? So I think anytime I didn't like fake the situation or act like I like shorty, that shit would always backfire. It wasn't necessarily in the bedroom though, but that shit can be embarrassing. Like when two chicks, are you talking to her too? Are you talking to her too? You thought you were doing some little slick shit. And I don't even like neither one of y'all, but I'm just really in
Just
town.
getting young.
You know what I'm saying? And then bam, they both pop up on me at the same time. You know what I mean? In the bedroom, it's like, ooh, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shit, what's up with both of y'all? Goddamn, like, no, I'm just playing. I'm playing. Get my clothes, get on about it.
Question number 4. What is your favorite studio food? This is the food that you like. It's late at night. You working in the stew, and you gotta eat. What are you eating?
I'm gonna eat chicken fingers.
Chicken fingers.
Yeah.
Okay. Any specific sauce?
Shit, ranch. I'm weird. Honey mustard cool. Sometimes the barbecue be fucked up. So you know what I'm saying? I need my sauce to be right. Like you can't never fuck up ranch. Saying chicken fingers and fries, I can always eat this shit. Anytime I'm on the road, one thing that always save me though is a salad. So I get like salmon salad, salmon Caesar salad, chicken Caesar salad. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I'm on the road, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't eat no fast food shit. And you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Stay out the way with it.
So last but not least, question number 5. What is something that you do, like you can do on your body that's kind of like weird? Like, like when people can like do this or like, what can you do?
I think of a few things, but I don't want to be goddamn. Well, my pinky do this though. Like I broke my hand, you know what I'm saying, fighting. My pinky, like I don't know if you can see that, but my shit do some old weird ass, out of socket ass shit.
Oh, I see
it. Yeah. I ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna keep it. Keep it light.
You plead in the 5th.
Yeah, I'm gonna plead the 5th. My body can do a lot of things though. Yeah, but these hands is the gift of time, man. I got the 1111 on that motherfucker.
Oh, I see that number all the time. All the time. It's crazy. Yeah. And I'm seeing it on an interview. That's funny stuff. But before we leave, I know you got so much stuff going on. You got this app. So tell us more about this app you got and everything about it. I know it's you pay $2.99 monthly or $23.99 for the year. So tell me, like, why are people copying this app right now?
Man, exclusive content, man. I dropped my podcast, Beauty and the Beats, with me and Jessica Dime. And then it's like I'm giving my fans something that I everybody making like regular posts and shit on Instagram. And I'm like I gotta do something that's more exclusive. You know what I'm saying? And like even my live stream option on my app. Let's say I'm in the studio with Lil Wayne or Young Thug or certain particular people where I'll let y'all know beforehand we going live, and you will be able to, for members only, tune in to certain sections sessions that I, not gonna allow everybody. You know what I'm saying? We empowering these platforms and these platforms and these platforms, and shit, since 2020, man, all of us have seen how much and how good it feels to empower yourself. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not utilizing these platforms to kind of to cross brand, and let me pour some of my fans from Instagram over into my app, you know what I mean? Because this is something I can control, and this is something that I can deliver more exclusive content to y'all. And it's a certain features that are not available on Instagram, you know what I mean, that you can get from me. So
it's like an OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's more so like OnlyFans or like Drumma Boy super fans and the people who really fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? Real intimate, special type of engagement.
Okay. And you got music. You got music from Lil Got It. You got your latest production, Aspect Savvy.
Yeah, Aspect Savvy. We did a song called Drip. And I met him at this influencer party. Atlanta starting to become more like LA, and just feeling like LA, just the influencer parties, the mansion parties, private events and things of that nature. So I got invited to one, and literally like everybody in the party had like 2 million TikTokers and up. So It was just super cool to politic with them and see what type of, just what conversation is like, or what they daily schedule is like. This shit interesting, because I know what I do day to day, you know what I'm saying? But they on some whole camera shit all day on the phone, literally all day, filming, coming up routines, skits, dances, different props and shit like that. So just seeing that shit kind of open your mind up to, a different level, you know what I mean? And then cross branding, okay, bam, they posting things for me. I'm doing music and doing certain songs for them, and we ended up with this song Drip that came out crazy. So I think we already at like 150,000 views on the YouTube. It's been out a week. 200,000-300,000 streams already. So it's definitely going up. Tory Lanez, I think, jumped in on the challenge, man. Shout out to Tory Lanez.
Definitely. And you have Scripture featuring DeVito and Dexter Daps, like going international with it.
Oh yeah, Jamaica, Africa. Definitely a pleasure working with those two guys. Dexter Daps is just an amazing vocalist, and he a cool bro too. Like, he'll remind you of one of us, you know what I'm saying? He's just like a brother from another mother. And Dabby though is just like, his energy. I heard he was born here. But his energy is just crazy, you know what I'm saying? To just work with him, and just seeing the like how he just moved worldwide. It's always interesting for me to see somebody speak multiple languages, and to be able to, dive and speak to these people this way and speak to these people this way. I only know how to speak one language, but I feel like knowing music allows me to speak to them universally. So, you know what I mean? Much respect to Davy though.
Definitely. And before we go, you have something coming up July 9th with Drumma Boy and Friends album coming out July 9th. So speak a little bit about that.
Drumma Boy and Friends album, the first single, Still Can't Believe It, featuring Derez Deshawn. That was the first single. The second single drops July 9th, featuring Collision and Lil Got It. We got Luda, Snow the Product, T.I., Ty Dolla $ign, Wiz Khalifa, Dolph, Gucci.
That's a movie.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. So, you know what I mean? We getting you single by single and really building up the momentum, closing out on a couple of indie situations. So it's a blessing, man.
Definitely. And speak to the people that are looking up to you, trying to be in your shoes right now. And please give some advice for kids who don't necessarily have parents in music, who don't necessarily have, an idea of reading music and all that other stuff, and trying to be where you're at today.
Man, all you need today is a laptop. You know what I'm saying? Like, all you need is just a piece of equipment. For real, all you need is the vibe. You know what I mean? You got these platforms like Instagram and TikTok and Triller, where you can showcase your personality and be funny. Show us that you funny, or show us that you can sing in like cool ways, like, you know what I mean? Or
right.
whatever it is, you know what I mean? You can do it for free right on, start you an Instagram account, start you a YouTube account, you know what I mean? And just focus on getting your views up. Next thing you know, people gonna pay you to make posts. And now you making $50 every post you make, $100 every post you make. Well, okay, you made 12, 20 posts in a week. Okay, that's some cool little, you know what I'm saying, money. That'll take care of the phone bill, it'll take care of the groceries. You know what I mean? And you start where you need to start, you know, and work your way up. But I think the love that you get, the comments that you get, that's why, you know, I always try to comment or support other people, and not always ask for support, but give that same support back, because that can motivate people to see, but man, Drumma Boy fucking with it. And then it start a whole wave of more people. Now you help somebody else get 20 more clients or 20 more supporters just because you support it. You know what I mean? So if it's something that you fuck with and that you stamp, don't just hit the like button, comment on their shit, you know what I mean? And show them some love. And
trigger the algorithms.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Well, I really appreciate you coming in, chopping it up with me, letting me know what you got going on. It's been a pleasure, and more blessings to you and all that you got going on.
For sure. Always a blessing to be here, man. Go get the app, check out the website, drummaboy.com, and subscribe to the podcast, man. Beauty and the Beats podcast.
Definitely. And if you guys don't know, now you know. You are watching the Zurisha show right here on NeverLeveled TV. Stay tuned with me next time. We on here next Saturday. See you later.